Good day to those who's listening. My name is Joyce Aguilar from BS Cream Alpha. So today I'm going to compare the Juvenile Justice and Welfare Act of 2016 from the Philippines and the Juvenile Delinquency and Prevention Act of 1974 from the United States and their similarities and differences in their approaches to addressing juvenile delinquency. So, their similarities when focusing on rehabilitation, both laws emphasize the rehabilitation and reintegration of juvenile offenders rather than punitive measures. They both aim to provide interventions that help minors to reform and integrate into society. And when it comes to minimum age of criminal responsibility, they both establish a minimum age for criminal responsibility to ensure that children below a certain age are not treated as criminals. When diversion programs, they both laws encourage or mandate diversion programs to address minor offenses without subjecting juveniles to formal judicial proceedings. And when it comes to the protection of juvenile rights, they both frameworks ensure the protection of children's rights during apprehension, detention, and court proceedings. And when it comes to the role of community, both laws recognize the role of the community and other stakeholders in preventing juvenile delinquency and supporting the rehabilitation of offenders. So, they're both differences in minimum age of criminal responsibility. The RA 9344 from the Philippines originally set at 15 years old but has undergone revisions and debates, example lowering it to 12 years in certain cases. In Juvenile Delinquency and Prevention Act of USA, the age varies but typically ranges from 10 to 12 years old. Federal laws does not set a universal minimum. In scope of legislation, from the Philippines of Republic Act 9344 focuses on a unified juvenile justice system across the country, while in United States of America Act, it established federal standards but allows individual states to develop and enforce their juvenile justice systems, leading to variation across the country. When it comes to system of diversion, Republic Act 9344 of the Philippines institutionalizes diversion at all levels, barangay, police, and courts, with a focus on restorative justice practices, while in United States Act encourages diversion but does not mandate it universally. Practices vary by state. In handling repeat offenders, Republic Act 9344 of the Philippines provides continued intervention programs even for repeat offenders, emphasizing non-detention. In United States, some states allow for harsher punishments, including trying juveniles as adults for certain offenses. In implementation and monitoring, Republic Act 9344 of the Philippines, centralized through the Juvenile Justice and Welfare Council or the JJWC. In United States of America, it overseen by the Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention or the OJJDP but heavily decentralized. In cultural and socioeconomic context, the Philippines emphasizes community-based approaches, often integrating family and barangay level programs, while in the USA, programs incorporate psychological, educational, and technological resources. In conclusion, both laws reflect a commitment to rehabilitating juvenile offenders while protecting their rights. However, the Philippines RA 9344 takes a more centralized and restorative approach, while the USA's Juvenile Delinquency and Prevention Act operates within a federalist system, resulting in diverse implementations across states. Their differences reflect the distinct cultural, legal, and socio-economic context of each country. That's all. Thank you.